changes are coming. Major changes. And that's what you're here for. This circle with the dot in the center represents consciousness. I know you've heard this, but you tend to forget it. It's the I exist. This is core. And this simple circle with a dot in the middle, my friends, is going to change the course of human history. That simple little symbol right there is going to change things in your lifetime. Right now, there is very little, or if anything, known about consciousness and its relationship to life itself. Scientists don't consider consciousness when they're doing their experiments, when they're coming out with their theories. There are few who have broached this subject of consciousness. But in these next few years, this variable of consciousness is going to start coming through, and it's going to continue more and more and more. It will change the understanding of physics and science, and eventually come down to changing life here on the planet. I don't know if humanity in general is ready for this. It's like my question years and years ago, is humanity ready for freedom? And everybody, shook their heads, yes, freedom, freedom. But I still question it, because freedom requires responsibility. Freedom for yourself requires a tremendous responsibility. No taking or feeding off of others, no blaming others. It's a tremendous amount of responsibility that saying, I am the creator. There is nothing in my way. There is nothing stopping me from wealth or health or anything else. That's freedom. That's a creator. But it also takes a tremendous amount of responsibility for yourself as the creator. I'm going to ask now if you would distribute a piece of paper to everyone here, including myself. Thank you. I'd like you to make a paper airplane. So you all have your paper airplanes ready. If you would please stand up. And on the count of 3 args, arg, 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 yeah. Good. Excellent. Good. Some very nice paper airplanes there. Now that was fun, wasn't it? What's the point? I'm going to present not a theory. It's actually reality. Some people will argue it. Others won't really care. Others will say that we're a bunch of New Age freaks gone crazy, which is not true. And others, like you, are going to get an aha. Remember, it's a very small group on this planet that's affecting consciousness, because most people don't know what it is. Most people think conscious is being awake and breathing. That's the limit of consciousness, and it's far, far grander. So here's my input on the nature of reality. You do not move through time and space. Time and space moves through you. Absolutely a contradiction, actually, absolutely a revolution from current thinking. Time and space are moving through you right now. You are not moving through it. In fact, there are no objects that actually move through time and space. The current thinking is that an object goes through time and space. And we'll treat time and space as a melded unit. We'll call it time-space as a singular thing. You can't really have one without the other. You can, but the whole thing collapses. So we'll call it time-space. And the current thinking is that an object moves through time-space. Therefore, the rate that the object moves through determines the time and determines the space itself. And the fact is that is not true. In actual physics quantum physics. It is actually time-space moving through you. When you threw those paper airplanes before, they were not moving. It was time and space that moved. Look at it this way. You know what, some of you know what the old-fashioned film projectors were like. They had the reels of film, and it looped down through, and there was a light, and the light passed through the film and projected onto the screen. So you could say in this analogy here that here the film that's already come through the loop is the past. The film that is going to be going through the loop and getting enlightened is the future. And right here, that one clip that is making its way down through the gears and the reels and about to be illuminated, that is the now moment. So you could say that you are always that now moment. But the problem is, with some of the old understandings of time, space, and physics, that you're actually not here. Most people are not operating here, right at the projection level. They're not right at the point of projection, the point of consciousness anymore. So it's very easy for them to believe that they're moving through time, space. But in fact, they are not. In fact, you are not. It's a very interesting concept, but a reality as well. Time, space is moving through you right now, and as it does, it is creating a gravitational effect. When I use the word gravity, I'm talking about more than just Newton's gravity, something falling to the ground. Gravity in this case is a suction. It condenses, it creates density. So as time and space are moving through you right now, it is creating a gravitational effect. And the gravity is not just physical. It's not just on your body. For this true gravity actually holds in, traps thoughts and emotions. The gravity holds in belief systems, individual belief systems, cultural belief systems. It holds in religious belief systems. So time and space moving through people right now is not only creating the physical reality, what you call the 3D, and causing people to believe that this is the only thing that's real. This gravitational effect causes people to say, well, this is it. So the gravity of time and space not only holds in physical objects, but beliefs, thoughts, limitations, and everything else. It's absolutely amazing, this gravitational effect, how it keeps everything together. It keeps it held in. It keeps things solid. It keeps things from changing. The gravity of time and space helps to create experiences, what you would call solid, real experiences. It helps to keep you focused in your eyes and your ears and your physical senses, rather than the knowingness that you have that there is so much more. This gravity, as time-space moves through you, activated by consciousness, the gravity that it creates holds all of it in. And you've been trying to break out of it the whole time. Through what? With your consciousness, with your limited consciousness of the mind. You've been trying to break out. The knowing that says there is something outside this cage that I live in. But as you think about it, as you try to figure it out, time-space moves through you faster. Time-space causes more of a gravitational effect that holds in the fact that you are trapped. And this, my friends, is relatively simple as it may sound to some of you, is absolutely profound. You're going to be experiencing it in your own life. When you begin to understand the implications of this, that's when you can be invisible. You simply go out of time. You still exist. You still have a physical body. You still have your I am. But you simply go out of their time. You simply remove yourself from the mass consciousness variable. It's amazing because it's magical, because you can still observe them, you can still be with them, but they won't see you. They won't know that you're there unless you choose to be. When you can also learn to step out of mass consciousness time-space into your own time-space. When you're no longer dependent on time-space God, that you are truly a sovereign being with their own bond, with their own plasma, with their own everything, then you are free. Time, space moves through you. You are the constant. You are the consciousness. This is profound. When one allows or realizes time-space is there to serve them, the effects of gravity, of attraction, of holding things into reality suddenly change. And that's where we're going to pick this up in our next gathering.